So, what I'm gonna do today is go do something that I've tried to do before, which is there's this trail down by Fort Fisher called the, let me bump that up so it's not vibrating into the camera or whatnot. It's called the Hermit Trail, or there's another name for it. But it is a trail that has a World War II bunker on it, which is crazy, and I'd like to see it. And supposedly it's where the Hermit of Wilmington stayed or whatever. But it's supposed to be a really nice trail. It's supposed to have a wicked elevation gain of 9 feet, and it's supposed to have a really nice lookout once you get to the end of it, which I assume it's just going to look out over the ocean. But I'm gonna go there. The last time I tried to go there, I just could not find the trailhead. It was impossible to find. So what I've had to do now is look up where the trailhead is, and instead of setting my GPS to the trailhead, set it to the street that it's on. And then basically once I get to the street, I'm just gonna drive up and down the street until I find the trailhead. I don't know why it was impossible for me to find it last time, but it was. So it's 41 minutes to get there, which is a long way away. And it's 10:22 now. It says I'll get there at 11:04, so I'll pick up then. That's the way I gotta go. But when on my way back, I'm gonna hit up that direction. You come across this little bridge like 10 feet from where that last cliff was, and it's just overlooking some wheats and whatnot on either side. And there's that gray-white dead tree thing in the back, and I just got a close-up of these cattails or these wheats or whatever they're supposed to be, and I doubt it's gonna come of anything, but in case it does, I have a clip showing me getting it. Yes. One of the reviews for this trail said that it was crawling with crabs. There were crabs everywhere, and I really want to try to get some close-ups of some crab faces like this guy right here. And they also have some fiddler crabs, snowy egrets apparently, and lizard man. So I really hope I come across some crab. Right over there is where that thing with the crabs and stuff was on it. And then mere inches away is this huge open field of just seagrass and whatnot. And it may not look like much, besides just a giant crater of grass. But this would be a really nice place for if you're into some big sky country, but also I imagine a lot of birds would come through here and just be hanging out around here. A lot of waterfowl, a lot of seabirds, maybe even a deer or something running across. Look, there's a bird over there coming in for the kill. But the beaches here, they may be boring, but they certainly do not lack for some big sky country action. Again, inches from where I was just at, I found this lovely dead seagrass that I just got a nice up close and personal zoomy-in shot of that I think looks nice. well, at least I took like 30 pictures of it before it flew away. Found some crab holes. Crab holes. Much smaller than I imagined. I've never seen it before. Nope, come on. Down you go. Do not operate while shooting. Can't even read it. Robert E. Harold, the Fork Fisher Hermit, called this deserted World War II bunker home from 1956 to 1972. He attracted thousands who shared his views of society, government, and the need of common sense. His body was found the morning of June 4th, 1972. His death is unsolved, yet his grave is at the Federal Point Cemetery, the Hermit Society, 1995. Interesting. I like what that sand is doing. There's some birdies out there at the water's edge. And I tried getting out as far as I could, but once you get past where I got, you just sink like 20 feet in the mud. But I got a close-up of some birds on the water's edge. There's that little black dot close to us. It's like a bunch of mussels and rocks and stuff, and I got a couple shots of the birds flopping around over there. So I'll have to do a lot of cropping, but I got them. I'm so upset I haven't found a crab. There's a ton of like mussels and oyster shells and stuff on the ground though. Get ready for windy video. There's a ton of big open space. Damn people. There's that really long bridge I was just on. I walked all the way that way, then swooped around here. I found a lot more crab holes, but still no crabs. There's a ton of sand in my left chute. More than I want. Now, if I flip you around, I said boop boop boop. Boop, boop, boop. There you go. Thanks for paying attention. There is like a big block thing out there. No, I thought it was a billboard. Maybe it fallen over. Maybe it's a discarded shipping container or something. But when I was over there on the bridge, I pulled out my camera and I did the electronic zoom, and I zoomed in on it. It looks like a retaining wall or something, so I'm gonna go out that way. A perfect crab hole with no crab. Now I'm really curious to find out what this is, because if it is a retaining wall, it is in the middle. It's very far from either body of water, either the ocean over there or the small little marsh that's over there. And it's super thin, and it's only the one chunk. So it seems to be a very ineffective retaining wall, maybe one cinder block thick. So I'm very curious to see what it is. Now I could be wrong, but it looks like here-ish, like just going all the way out. It looks like those are deer prints. And they're headed right toward the wall. Apparently that block thing is in this bird nesting area, which I'm not allowed in April 1st through August 31st. So I still got 4 months to get over there. Look at it. Is it? I just rounded the corner and it got way thicker, boys. I still don't know what it is though. A piece of bridge, maybe? Why is it the only way out here? Oh, it's an L shape. Oh, never mind. Now it's a T shape. Oh. It is looking more and more like a piece of a bridge. And it's way smaller from this angle. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but way that way is where that long bridge was. And it looked huge from over there. Sorry for all the wind. I don't control the zephyrs. This is about as close as I'm gonna get to it. Because over here, we got some water. And who knows? I mean, the grass is pretty tall, but who knows how mushy the ground is. And who knows what manner of beast lies within. So, it's very neat. Again, sorry for the wind. Let me try and cover this up a little bit at least. It's very neat to see something like this. It's very, oh look! On the bridge you could see people, a person in a pink jacket. That was a little girl I passed earlier. It's very neat to see something like this, big and man-made out in the middle of nature-y nowhere. It reminds me very much of a sort of prehistoric fantasy kind of thing. Like you're walking around, trudging through these, what's the word I'm thinking of? Just like, if you ever played the game Far Cry Primal, like just, you trudge often through these areas of just tall brown grass, and I really like that kind of imagery. I guess imagery, that art style? Not even art style, just nature in general like that, where it just reminds me of a prehistoric time when we were just Neolithic cavemen running around having fun, but then you add like sort of precursor or like architectural elements or something from a race of people that were there before humans were. Yes, it's fantasy, but I love that kind of idea. And even something like this, it doesn't even have to be like some sort of it is like one cinder block thick. I was correct. But it doesn't even have to be like a precursor race, because I imagine this is fairly similar to what it would be like to go to see Stonehenge, just a big field with enormous rocks that were created by man. Well, shaped by man, anyway. But this kind of imagery of just a man-made thing in the middle of nature, just surrounded by nothing, and it's monolithic and enormous. It's very, very appealing to me. So I'm gonna be taking a picture of this almost assuredly from this angle. I doubt I'm gonna get any closer, but it's definitely gonna be sort of abstract, maybe fine art. Probably not though. It's just something that really appeals to me, even from head height, like I'm looking at it now. Again, on the Osmo Pocket, the screen is it's only a 1 inch by 1 inch screen, so seeing it looks very far away on the Osmo screen. But I mean, to my eyes, this thing's probably only, I don't know, 20-30 meters away. It's not that far away, but the screen makes it look really tiny. But I really, really like it, so I'm gonna be taking a picture of it, and then I think I'm gonna mosey on over to the beach, maybe walk the beach as far as I can, because I believe out that way somewhere there's gonna be large rocks and stuff. And if I just find nothing, then I'm gonna be heading back to the car, which is way back there. And then I have all my camera gear with me, but I don't know if you can see it, but way in the difference, way in the distance, there's a lighthouse. It's just a tall stick. I forget which lighthouse that is, but you can see it from both sides. I think I could see another lighthouse out in the distance, but right now you can see a really tall stick in the midst of those trees back there, and every now and then you see a flash of light from it. And yeah, there goes. It just flashed again. Yeah, I'm gonna head out that way. Now, it is an ugly lighthouse, but I still love lighthouses. It's just one of those lighthouses that are it's just a straight up cylinder sticking up in the air. It's not like a cool old lighthouse like Old Baldy on Bald Head Island. I'll flash a picture that I took of that up on the screen now. And I hope someday soon I get to go back to Bald Head Island and climb that lighthouse, because when I went they had closed for the day and I wasn't able to climb it. And I've always wanted to climb a lighthouse too, even though I'm super horribly deathly afraid of heights, and I know that I will just be scared to death if I do it. So I'm gonna take this shot and then I will head on out. Looks like I can get a little closer from a different angle, but the water's gonna stop me getting too close. But we can see just how big it is, because like I said, back when I was over on that bridge, it looked enormous, and then when I got up close, it was very, very small, or much smaller than I expected. So, like I said, this is why I thought it looked like a billboard, because it's so long. But I like it better from the angle that I just took the shot from, over there somewhere. But I'll take a couple shots here, but I don't like it as much